Now, I shall start the book verse by our Swamiji, and the name of book is Evolutionary Outlook on Life. This book is for those who has a sincere keenness to understand the life. So those who are pursuing the enthusiasm or pursuing, or they are having some tough competition with their brethren. It is not for those who are pursuing the peace, who are pursuing the ultimate fulfillment with transcendental divine. This book is for those. So, this book is written by our Swamiji for those who are pursuing, who are having sincere keenness for understanding the meaning of life, that what for our life is bestowed to us by our divine Lord, an earnest desire to make best of it. How can we exploit most out of our life? This book is for those. So how can we make our life meaningful and can achieve what for this life is given to us? This book is written by our Swamiji for those, and a sympathetic awareness of the life around indicate that one is ready to for the path of conscious self endeavor, and it is also for those who want that not only self but also their brethren, their other friends also move along with them in path of evolution. So Swamiji has written this book for that purpose. How can we achieve systematically the goal of our life, the ultimate goal of our life, and what is the path of evolution, to understand in a better way and not simply exhaust the life for a very less. This book is written for those. Now, what is the preamble of this book? This book says that there is a plan, and the plan is evolution. This is not the life which is only for getting joy, happiness, and compete with our brethren. It is not given to us. It is also not given to us to move ahead and ahead from our friends and from our colleagues. This is, there is something else. There is something more noble above it, for which this life is bestowed to us. The divine is the master of evolution. The revered Swami Ramanand is pleased to call that divine mother. So, this path of evolution is programmed for us by our divine mother. So, our mother is taking us on the path of evolution in a very compassionate way. Along with her, and at every moment of life, she is with us, and she is divine mother, and we can rely, we can have alliteration for that mother. Now, that is the divine mother on account of her gracious and benevolent and merciful nature. She is merciful, so we can easily achieve our goal in this university of evolution. So this is the university of evolution, and we are very lucky, very grateful students of this university of evolution. So this is the concept given to us by our Swamiji. All that takes place within or without has mother's sanction, and it is for our good. Like we are studying in some college, some school, or at higher level, some university, then whatever is syllabus allotted to us, it has some meaning. Nothing is out of syllabus. Nothing will be taught to you which is under syllabus or less than syllabus. If a student is studying in class 5th, then he will not be given a question of class 4th, or either can will not be given a question of class 6th. Whatever is your syllabus, whatever is your apostasy, what wherever you are kept, whatever you are doing, it is as per plan of our divine mother, our master of evolution. We may have shorter vision, as we may not understand that why this grief is given to us, why these are the situations around us, and we sometimes cannot cope up with them, and at sometimes we are hopeless and want to get rid of life. But that is not the case. We are in the graceful lap of our mother, and she is leading all the way around with her, and we should rely on her, we should alliterate on her. So if in this way we study in college of evolution, in the great school of evolution, then it will be very good for us, and we will embrace the situation very happily, and we will not get rid or run away from it. And in this way we can perpetuate our path of evolution. So whatever questions come, whatever the questions means, there may be the simple questions, there may be the tough questions of any student of class 5th or 6th. So the what is the duty of a student? He should not run away from that question or that syllabus, because that is for our progress. Like a caterpillar want to come out from egg, but he was unable to break the opening or covering of that shell. So he was that caterpillar, which was the a baby butterfly. So each time that tries to come out from it, it fails. So one of the boys seeing it, has a gratitude towards that, and he broken the shell, and the caterpillar flown away. But after a few moments, at a lower height, he hovered and then fell around and died. So if everything is easy in our life, then there will be no charm, no glow in our life. Then the thing which are achieved at its natural syllabus, then only it can shine. Uh, if the student is allowed to copy in examination and easily it passes the graduate and postgraduate syllabus, then what will be its condition, and which kind of that output is for the nation? So in the similar manner, whatever things come, I irrespective of grief or joy, it is for our progress. We should take it gracefully for that, it uh, in this manner only. And be assured, if you are overcoming any situation gracefully, and you are embracing the situation, then that situation will not come to you again. And if you are trying to get rid of it, then it will come again and again, because our master of evolution will not allow us to remain dirty. We will be cleaned up, as it is the plan. It is the plan for our evolution and for our cleanliness, to make us divine, to make us knave, to make us pristine, and to make the fulfillment with that transcendental divine. So in this way, we should not run from any situation or from any question. Till you run, you will be given the same question again and again, till you will not clear that question, till you will not clear that situation. So in this manner, if we are embracing the situation, as a grace of our mother, and if we understand better that the situation whatever is coming, it is for our fulfillment, it is for the spark, it is for the little spark of that divine which is glowing within us, to make it shiner and shiner. So in this way, if we take it, then like a student, if he is bunking from school, and then that school will be, for that student it will be not more than a jail. So however the other students who is taking the questions gracefully and greatly, that will complete its syllabus, and he will be passed out from that university. If after all he is coming to that university, then he will come as a professor, or to guide other brethren or fellow being. He will not come to that college or university for getting teachings again. So in this way, master of evolution, our graceful mother has a plan for us. So you can see that a baby, if he is in, if it is in the lap of mother, then whatever cyclone, whatever typhoon comes, anything, any catastrophic condition comes, then also the face of that baby is smiling, because the baby is in lap of mother. So in this way, we should feel that we are with our mother, and she is making uh, she is always making a good condition, she is always helping us to get rid of that situation very comfortably. So we should rely on her, we should uh, always alliterate on her. So accept all situations, suffering and distress, as emanating from the divine for our evolution. So, and face them with perfect equanimity and calmness of mind. So, is this thing is also said in Gita, sam dukhe sukhe kritva labha labha jaya jayo tato yuddhaya yujjashva nevam papam avapsasi. So if you take grief and joy equally, if you take gain and loss equally, so sam dukhe sukhe kritva labha labha jaya jayo. And in the way, if you are taking equanimity, the defeat and victory, then you are progressing correctly. So Shri Krishna has told to Arjun, he lead life in such a manner that you are in equilibrium. You are at equal distance from joy and sorrow. You are seeing both, but not getting affected by any of it. Then you are sthit pragya. So the same has been quoted in chantings. बोले अर्जुन से श्री भगवान, सुनो गीता का ज्ञान, सुनो गीता का ज्ञान, सुख दुख हानि लाभ दोनों में जो सम है, पाने में न हर्षित न खोने का गम है, योगी द्वंद्वों में रहता समान, यह है गीता का ज्ञान, यह है गीता का ज्ञान. So whatever syllabus is given to us, you should accept it heartily. The syllabus is not important, the questions are not important, but it is important that these are given for our progress, for making us to rise step by step on the ladder of evolution. Some brethren are below at lower rungs, and some are at upper rungs. However, subsequently the syllabus is given, and everybody is rising under the eye of, under the graceful eye of our mother of evolution. So we should not hatred or see with lower nature to the persons who are at lower rank. If any person who is graduate or he is spiritually high in this path of evolution, and if he thinks that the person in lower rung, he is in play group and we are bachelors of science, then it is making no sense, because he was also at some time, at some juncture of time, at the same rung where his brethren is standing. So we should be kind enough towards our surrounding, and we, in the path of evolution, we should also allow, we should also take those who are at lower rungs and gratitude them, that they are our little brethren, and help them to achieve their path of evolution with the self endeavor. Now, this is only called sadhana. The life with its vast and varied activities can be made real worship. So, life can be made as worship. Our Swamiji has told that we do not have any need to get rid of from our daily life. We should not go to jungle or forest for our fulfillment. This life is vast and varied with all the experiences, and this is only the syllabus allotted to us. We should not get rid of, yeah, run away from this syllabus. So if we are running away from syllabus, then we are hindering the path of evolution. However, evolution has to take place, and we have to go forward, and our mother will not leave us dirty. She will not allow us to do so. Our whim and fancy will not work. She is there to look after us from the lower nature, like stone and the uh, plants. She has moved to animalia, that is animals, and now from animals, various category of animals, she has evoluted us into human being. So from human being, we have to be superhuman, and this uh, responsibility rests on our mother, but we should attribute uh, our efforts uh, towards it, so that we will be evolved as soon as possible, so that she can embrace us. She will not embrace us with our dirty body or dirty soul. She will make us first clean, then she will embrace us. See, though she is with us, but there are the various things, our egotism and the other things which are with us. So our lower natures and our various sankalp, that is the inherent goals which are within us, we have to leave all kinds of goals. We should work as offering to God. We should work for our evolution. We should work so that our divine mother can make us complete. So do not work for joy. Do not work to compete your brethren. Like Newton. Newton has made many experiments, but he never thought that if this experiment will get completed, then I will make some bucks of money, so that my family, my children will be getting a good survival. He has only pursued the experiment for truth, not more than that. In the similar manner, whatever syllabus is given to a student, if the student is studying to get topper, then it is not the correct goal. A student should read or solve the question for solving the question. Otherwise, a sector of mind will get occupied towards goal. So, whatever is your uh, work allotted to you, think for that, not for the goals associated with it. Do not work for any goal. You should work like a servant work for shopkeeper. The gains and loss are not associated with servant. It is only for the master of that shop. So in similar manner, when we concentrate on our studies without getting connected, without getting alienated towards goal, or towards getting past, towards getting topper, then our work has a sanctity, then our work is pious, then our work lead us towards the path of evolution, because our works are then consecrated, then our work is has a offering for our god. Only the pious works are offered to god, not work which are stagnated with goals. So if you work for goal, then such a great work we are losing for a very smaller things. So work is a very great thing which binds us to our god. But if it is done for god, it is not for achieving any goal. If servant thinks that we are doing today's work and whatever money comes, some of that is mine and I will take it, then this is not the correct idea. Then there will be no binding between the servant and master. So work for happiness of your master, work for master. Whatever is around us, it is all master's manifestation and we are a glimpse of it. So if we are doing a work for our master, then it will make her happy, and she will embrace us with fulfillment, to complete us full, yeah, to make us make oneness with herself. Now, so similar is the work done by Newton, and that's why he was a great scientist, because there was no goal associated. Otherwise, he would be some engineer or professor. But the type of work which has made him noble was that the work was without goal. So in this way we should do this. So those who are great in world are have are arisen had arisen from very lower level. So you do not don't you should not think that grief is not needed in our life, because it is elementary and more elementary thing in our life. Now in this way we should think that it is more elementary in our life. So those who became great, it can be seen by research that they came from very lower rungs. So a lot of grief had been overcome by them and they become great. So embrace joy and grief equally. Embrace profit and loss equally. If you are remaining calm and quiet and unaffected by loss of 1 lakh dollar, then it is sure that you will remain unaffected by gain of 1 lakh dollar. So it is equal. That it is like the woven bed sheet. The thread which is going up, the same thread is going down equally. The universe is in equilibrium, equilibria. That means that both the plates of that libria are at balance. So in the similar manner, if we are unaffected by joy, then in similar manner we will be unaffected by grief. So if we are unaffected by defeat, then we will remain calm in victory also. So in the similar manner, we should accept all the syllabus for our path of evolution. We should be seeker for path of evolution, for evolution, seeker of evolution. Under well selected headings Swamiji has placed. So in this book, Swamiji, under well selected headings like life, evolution, spiritualism, Lord, so in a well selected heading and in a simpler manner has shown what are the basic things which uh, by which what should be our outlook towards life, and how can simply we can adhere the meaning of life, how can we move ahead so that our path of evolution is fastened and we are sooner and sooner near to our divine mother, because it is the utmost goal of a baby to go in lap of mother. There is no other goal, because it is the ultimate happiness associated with baby. So in the similar manner, we should work for our path of evolution, and have we should try to be oneness with our divine mother. Now, the sadhak is sincerely advised to meditate off and on the sublime thoughts aesthetically arranged in evolutionary outlook of life. This, we are confident, would enable him to march on steadily and successfully on the spiritual path of evolution. So if we are doing so, whatever is taught here in this spiritual evolutionary outlook on life, whatever is the verse given by the guidelines given by Swamiji, if we are having a second thought on it, and if we make most out of it, then we may with proceed rapidly. Now, this was all preface of evolutionary outlook on life. So in next class, we will read the chapter life. So it is a time of questionnaire. So whatever questions are in your mind, or the basic things you want to ask, please ask. If some sadhak or some aspirant is having any doubts, then he is most welcome. Any basic doubt you are having, you may ask. Things which are related to life or anything of today's lesson. Shri Ram.
Shri Ram, Namaste, Ji.
Namaste.
Thank you for this class. It was really something which was going on in my mind. Exactly, that's the topic that you spoke today. So I really appreciate that. The question that I had is the exact scenario that you mentioned. Don't run away from a problem. That's the same thing that happened to me. You know, when I was
Okay.
going through the spiritual process, when I encountered a difficulty, it was really challenging for me to stay in that situation or overcome that situation. So the first thing I did is like I did run away from that situation. But then I contemplated a lot on that process. Why did I do that? Because I'm not that nature of running away. With my history, I was really contemplating, why is this happening to me? Why I'm usually the kind of person who's calm and try to contemplate, but that time, that difficulty was so hard for me to even contemplate. I just took the wrong decision of just running away from that. So I
Okay.
know it's hard for me to go back to where I was, but I want to overcome the situation. I never want to, I know definitely, as you said, I will be faced with this again. So this time I'm thinking like, I don't want to fail again. I want to pass the difficulty and overcome. So the tip, what I'm looking for is like, when we are in that kind of situation where like the emotion is like taking over, I felt like the mistake I did was the emotion took me over and I was not calm. If I had just given time to contemplate, it would have worked well. I did not do that process. So any tips for you in that time for us, for a sadhak to uh, stay calm and contemplate, that would help me, is what I was feeling.
Okay, okay. I am thankful that you have kept your problem and your ideas in front of me. Any sadhak or any aspirant should not feel guilty, because we all are students under the supervision of our mother of evolution. So we should not feel guilty for it, and the syllabus given to us, whatever situation is given to us, it is by our graceful mother. And when we will overcome it, certainly we will be something new. We will, if we are embracing it heartily, then we will be leading to many rungs simultaneously. So embrace the, so whatever situation comes, encounter it gracefully, and be graceful and sympathetic to the person around us. Do not think they may be of lower nature, having less spiritual life, or less spiritual age, because whatever situations are given to us, it is in a very planned manner given to us by our mother. We may be having short vision that why this is given to us, there may be some other situation, because we are not knowing what is the plan. So be sympathetic, because they are the nurses and doctor around us to pious us, to make us pure and clean. So just be grateful and understand the importance of those which are serving around us. Don't think that it is a situation which is laden to you, you are overladen, or it is burdened to you. It is not burden, it is for making us more pure and pure. So be sympathetic and feel that you are in the lap of mother, or in vicinity of your mother. She is watching you, and she has not left you with your situation, because she is carrying us gracefully uh, ahead and ahead. So in this way, if we think and be sympathetic whatever are around you, and you should always think that how gracefully, how a, like a brilliant student, you can welcome the difficult question and solve it uh, very happily. If you are thinking like a student, like an aspirant, then the situation will be tackled by you, by the grace of your mother. And when once the you are able to tackle situation, then that situation never arises. There may be the other syllabus which is awaiting for you. So any related questions regarding whatever you have asked, please put any other question.
Oh, thank you, Ji. I think this was, I'll definitely contemplate on this part. Definitely.
Okay, okay,
Thank you so much.
welcome. Any more aspirant or sadhak wanting to ask any more question? So, Vibhuti, is there any other plan to
So,
extend it up? Huh.
so yeah, just ऐसी ज्योति जगा दो प्रभु जी, we will run at the end. So it may take 5 minutes. If you want to continue, if you can take 5 more minutes maybe, because if there is no question answer.
So, I may chant a bhajan.
Okay.
Okay, now. Shri Ram प्रभु की ज्योति समाई मुझ में, रोम रोम तेरा। प्रभु की ज्योति समाई मुझ में, रोम रोम में रमते राम। तुझ में मुझ में भेद है इतना, तुम सूरज तो मैं हूँ घाम। तुम चंदा मैं रूप चांदनी, तुम चंदा मैं रूप चांदनी, तुम अग्नि मेरा चिंगीना। तुम अग्नि मेरा चिंगीना। तुम हो माता मैं सुत तेरा, तुम हो माता मैं सुत तेरा। खेल कूद करता को राम, भागूं सरकूं बाह पकड़ कर, भागूं सरकूं बाह पकड़ कर, भरे गोद चूमे निष्काम। भरे गोद चूमे निष्काम। प्रेम पयो निधि माँ का हो सुत, प्रेम पयो निधि माँ का हो सुत, चेतन को क्यों घेरे काम। चेतन को क्यों घेरे काम। दीन दुखी हो बनालसी, दीन दुखी हो बनालसी, काम क्रोध का हुआ गुलाम। काम क्रोध का हुआ गुलाम। याद दिला दो उस सत्ता की, याद दिला दो उस सत्ता की, बसी जो मुझ में चिर अविराम। बसी जो मुझ में चिर अविराम। अब प्रसाद विश्राम करो चल, अब प्रसाद विश्राम करो चल। राम राम जपते हरि धाम, राम राम जपते हरि धाम। प्रभु की ज्योति समाई मुझ में, रोम रोम में, रमते, 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 रमते,